Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. My name is Jovan and I'm the administrator of the Sims community website, and today we have a brand new survey for The Sims 4. So that's right, back in January 2020 we also had a community survey released by the Sims team, and in that survey the Sims team has suggested some new features and improvements for the game. In this one it's pretty much the same, except that they've refined some of the features, and a lot of the features that they've suggested over here are a bit more specific than what we've had in January. They've also suggested some cast improvements, some world team ideas, as well as the new features that we want to see, as well as prioritize those features so they can know which feature we want the most. So everything that you see in this survey is potentially coming to The Sims 4. It's not official that all of the features and the improvements suggested in this survey are gonna be added immediately to The Sims 4, but it's just here to help the Sims team prioritize things that we want to see in the game first. So I've linked the survey and the post on simscommunity.info, and as you can see over here it says, we would love to get your input and thoughts on potential ideas, additions, changes, and or features. This survey should take about 8 to 10 minutes to complete and is 9 questions long. Before I begin, I just want to state that it's very important to share your feedback with the Sims team, especially because they really want to know our input. They really want to know what we want to see in the game first. So it's very important that you vote on this survey so that we can expect some of these features in the near future. So let's take the survey and see what they've suggested. In the first one, they are suggesting some potential new features, including the culinary quest. So take on the role of a master chef, find the best ingredients, create recipes, and keep that kitchen running through the dinner rush. I don't know if this is really that important, considering that we already have The Sims 4 Dine Out, but it sounds very interesting. We also have the fan club creator, immerse your Sims in fandom, create fan clubs, collect rare memorabilia, and express your love, drive a craze that could take over the town. NPC story progression, this is something that Simmers have been wanting since the release of The Sims 4. So in case you don't know what a story progression is, it's a feature that we got with The Sims 3 where households that you didn't play with had their stories progressed, meaning that they would get married, have babies, get divorced, eventually die, and stuff like that. It's as if the game itself was playing other households in your world. So for the story progression in The Sims 4, they've suggested now your neighbors come to life. Sims outside of your household live their lives from birth, marriage, and death. Imagine the possibilities when the drama can start next door. I'm gonna put this feature on the top of the list, most definitely. We also got shopping malls, all your retail needs under one roof. Hang out, find deals, and discover that perfect outfit for the night ahead in full retail experience, mall cup included. Okay. Another feature is cheer. So they said, immerse yourself in the world of cheerleading where focus is king and distractions are dangerous. Keep the team together, build routines, and make sure to stick the landing. I mean, cheerleading in The Sims 4, it sounds interesting, but I'm not really sure if that's something that I want to put on the top of the list or even in the middle of the list. But okay, growing pains and life issues. Life is hard. Now your Sims feel those physical and emotional changes as they grow up. Realistic reactions and emotions bring deeper connections to the world around them. I really want to see this in the game along with NPC story progression. I really want to see my Sims develop and get affected, you know, by emotions in more interesting ways. I want my Sims to suffer a little bit more from, you know, hard and difficult emotions. My Sims most of the time are happy in the game, and I want to change that. So hopefully this is something that others vote for as well. Heists. Whether you're an aspiring Debbie or Danny Ocean, build your team to seek out and recover the stolen artifacts to return them to their rightful owners. Can you execute the perfect plan, or will your team end up in the slammer? Another interesting feature, but I'm not sure if this is something I want to put on the top of the list. Once again, I'm keeping the top of the list for growing pains and life issues as well as NPC story progression for now on. A modern love and romance. From love at first sight to digital dating, discover a wide variety of relationship types for your Sims. Explore their desires, taste, and preference. Take them on the journey to discover what works for them. Would love to see this. This is something that I might put on number 3 on the list. American high schools. So cafeteria cliques, racy relationships, and SAT struggles. The halls are alive with the sound of drama. This sounds very interesting. This could be potentially added with a game pack, but right now I'm more focused on what I want to see improved and added to the base game of The Sims 4, just so the entire experience can expand much more dramatically. I think that the American high schools is a very interesting concept, but I'm not too sure if it's something I want to see right away in the game. And bands, go solo or build your super group. Find your style and perfect your way from YouTube celebrity to sold out stadiums. Feel the pressure and demands of keeping the band together. A record company demands and the needs of your adoring fans. This one sounds interesting as well. Like I mentioned with American high schools, this could be a potential game pack. But now let's vote on the scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. How interested are you in the following ideas? So NPC story progression, 10. 10 out of 10. Modern love and romance. I would give this an 8. Shopping malls. Probably a 7. So culinary quest, maybe a 5. A cheer. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 4. It's probably gonna be the lowest rated feature on this list. Bands. This is something I want to see personally, so I'm gonna give it a 7. Heists. Maybe a 6. American high school. 6 as well. Fan club creator. 6. And growing pains and life issues. Yeah, that's gonna be a 10. So I reserved the 10s for NPC story progression and growing pains and life issues. So please rank the following ideas, with 1 being your most wanted and 10 being your least wanted. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. So, NPC story progression number 1, growing pains and life issues number 2. Next up, I'm gonna add modern love and romance. Wait, which one do I want to see next? Maybe shopping malls, so that's gonna be a 4. Bands, that's definitely gonna be a 5. The culinary quest sounds interesting. Let's keep it at 6. Heists, maybe no. American high school, that's gonna be a 7. Heists is gonna be an 8, fan club creator at number 9, and cheer at number 10. So this is my vote and my opinions on the features I want to see added and improved in the game. So next up, let's see okay, so please rank the following locales, with 1 being your most wanted and 10 being your least wanted. So in this question, the Sims team has actually suggested different world teams, so potential worlds that could be added to The Sims 4 in the near future. So we have South African city, Swiss mountain town, Spanish city, Greek islands, Italian vineyards, Brazilian beach town, Chinese countryside, Costa Rican rainforest, Korean city, and Scottish highlands. Okay, and I have to prioritize all of these from 1 to 10. Okay, so let's go. I really want to see a Brazilian beach town in the game. We sort of like have a beach already with The Sims 4 Island Living, but I want to see a mixture between a town and a beach, you know, surrounded in Brazilian theme and culture. So that's gonna be a 1. Italian vineyards sounds definitely interesting, so that's gonna be at number 2. Okay, next up, I really want to see more European towns and countries added to The Sims 4. So, a Spanish city, let's add it at number 3. A Swiss mountain town sounds definitely cool, so let's give it a 4. So the Korean city, that is going to be a 5 indeed. Scottish Highlands, that's going to be a 6. No, let's actually remove it. I think I want to see Greek islands first in the game. Then a South African city, then the Chinese countryside, the Scottish Highlands at number 9, and Costa Rican rainforest at number 10. I've given Costa Rican rainforest a 10 because we sort of like have gotten a rainforest already with the Sims 4 Jungle Adventure game pack. I think that would be a bit of a repetition in the game. So yeah, this is how I voted. I really want to see a Brazilian beach town in the game soon. So next up, okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, how interested are you in the Sims team deepening the existing content? So being born with traits, I actually don't mind the Sims team giving us the ability to choose our own traits. So I'm not sure what they meant with this, but I'm gonna give it a number 7. Developing traits over time. Okay, that's gonna be a number 9. Emotions, 10, 10, 10, 10. So emotions definitely need a huge revamp and improvement in the game. That's most probably gonna be, you know, at number 1 over here. So short-term desires, this is something that we had in previous Sims games. So, you know, something like wishes in The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, those are definitely interesting, and I want to keep it at number 9. Family evolution outside the household. That's going to be a 10. That sounds like story progression, and I want to see more of that. Control of Sims that are not currently on the active lot. I don't know. Let's give it a 7. Long-term desires. Oh, let's give it a 9 as well. Connections to family members outside of the household. Oh, definitely a 9. And consequences of making or breaking relationships. 10. I want to see more meaningful relationships in the game, and I think if they go with this route, it will be huge for The Sims 4. So please rank the existing content based on which you would like the Sims team to deepen, with 1 being your most wanted and 9 being your least wanted. Emotions is gonna be number 1, most definitely. Then, consequences of making or breaking relationships, that's gonna be a 2. And family evolution outside the household, that's gonna be a 3. Where is it? Okay. Next up, we have, so I really want to see short and long-term desires, but I think that they are kind of similar to aspirations, at least the long-term desires. So I'm going to put short-term desires first, so that's going to be a 4, and long-term desires, that's going to be a number 5. Developing traits over time, that's going to be a 6, definitely. And then connections to family members outside of your household, a 7. Control of Sims that are currently not on the active lot, 8. And being born with traits, that's not a priority to me, so I'm gonna give it a 9. Okay, so next up, which of the following Create a Sim categories would you want to see additional content for? Please pick at least 1 and no more than 3 answers. Full outfits, bottoms, accessories, tops, shoes, tattoos, makeup, and hair. Okay. Not sure why they haven't added skin tones to any of this, because I want to see more skin tone options, but that's okay. I really want to see more makeup for sure. I want to see more tattoos, and I want to see more variety when it comes to accessories. So those are my 3 top picks, because I kind of think that we can get all of these other things from custom content creators and modders. And so I think that since it's much more difficult to develop tattoos and makeup and accessories, I think that that would be more of a priority to vote on this survey. So next up, what new Create a Sim categories would you like to see added into The Sims 4? Please pick at least 1 and no more than 3 answers. So here's what they've suggested. Prosthetics, burns, vitiligo, scars, dull eye color, so heterochromia, stretch marks, and body hair. So many cool things I want to see in the game, but let's prioritize things. So for me, it's gonna be vitiligo, body hair, and prosthetics, because we kind of have a similar system added with the Sims 4 Discover University with prosthetic limbs. So if they kind of, you know, expand upon that and add new features and options and Create a Sim, that would be really cool. So next up, please rank the following life stages based on which you would like to have more Create a Sim assets, for 1 being your most wanted and 5 being your least wanted. Okay. Well, I think that this is gonna go chronologically, but I'm gonna put the children at number 1, toddlers at number 2, elders of course, and number 3, adults and young adults. I'm not sure why they've separated this, but they kind of have the same amount of stuff, but okay. And next on the survey, please rank the following life stages based on which you would like to see additional gameplay for, with 1 being your most wanted and 6 being your least wanted. Babies. Babies! It's gonna be babies. We need more baby gameplay. They need to be detached from the bassinets right away. So if you could do that, the Sims team, please. Please. Then, I would... Why they have... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why didn't they add teens onto this list? why they didn't add teenagers on this list is what I want to know. Are they developing something for teenagers that we are not aware? Or they have just forgotten to add teenagers? Because I wanted to add the teenagers next, but for some reason they haven't added them to this list. But okay, this is just my crazy conspiracy at this moment. So let's add toddlers. No, let's add the children at number 2, toddlers. No, I want to see more Elder gameplay first. So Elder at 3, toddlers at 4. And of course, young adults 5 and adults 6. And with that, I have completed my take on this official April 2020 survey. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, everything that you've seen at this survey is potentially coming to The Sims 4, and it might not come the way that they described in this survey because everything is subject to change and they just want to know what we want to see first in the game. So that's why they put these lists, so we could prioritize things so that the Sims team can know what they should work on first. A lot of good suggestions in this survey, and I hope that it comes to life in the near future to the game, because I just can't play the game properly when it comes to gameplay without story progression. And usually I have to rely on my own imagination and, you know, creating my own trauma to create that sort of story progression, where I think that story progression should be one of the fundamental features in the Sims 4 base game, and it should have possibly been added, you know, with the launch. But never mind, I'm very happy that the Sims team is listening to us and that they want to get the game better and improved. And I think that with story progression and some of the other emotional gameplay that they suggested in the survey, that the game is finally gonna get to that right place where I can consider it completely finished. So let me guys know what you think about this survey, and how did you guys vote on the survey as well. Let me know what is your most important feature that you want to see in the game. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel for all the latest news and updates on the Sims franchise. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to stay safe and stay home during these crazy times, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!